Hello everyone, in this video we will do some concepts regarding 1.3 exercise. Now we have discussed in the previous videos that if B is a subset of A, then it is required that every element of B is in A. If every element of B is in A, then we say that B is a subset of A. Now it is possible that every element of A may or may not be in B, because we know that if we take example like 1 is a subset of 1, 2, 3. Here all the elements of B are elements of A, but all the elements of B may or may not be of the elements of B. So if this case happen that all the elements of A, if in the case every element of A is also in B, then we say that A is also contained in B. If we have this type of equation, this type of sets like A is contained in A. Here let's consider this is set B, this is set A. Here all the elements of set B are in set A, so B is contained in A. Also all the elements of set A are subset of, all the elements of set A are elements of set B, so A is contained in B. If both the conditions are satisfied, in this case A and B are called same sets. They are representing the same sets. Thus we can write it as if B is contained in A and A is contained in B, this implies A is equals to B. Then both the set represents equal set. Here this symbol stands for two-way implications. Like if these two conditions hold, then A is equals to B, and if A is equals to B, then these two conditions hold. This symbol is used for if and only if. And let's see some example. If A is equals to 2, 4, 6 and B is equals to the set those x such that x is an even natural number less than 7. We know that this set will represent also 2, 4 and 6. So we can easily say that all the elements of A are elements of B and all the elements of B are elements of A, because this set represents the same set. So if A is contained in B and B is contained in A, then A is equals to B. So we can say that A and B are representing the same set. Now let's say some remarks. Every set is subset of itself. If we have any set, then it is a subset of itself, because we can write it as A is a subset of A. Okay. Now next is empty set is a subset of every set. If we know that empty set in which we have no element, so this set is a subset of every set. That is phi is a subset of A for all sets A. Third remark is if x doesn't belongs to B implies x doesn't belongs to A, then we can say that B is the bigger set. B is a. Let's take some example. Let A is equals to 2, 4 and B is equals to 2, 4, 6. Let's take 1. If 1 doesn't belongs to B, here 1 doesn't belongs to B implies that 1 doesn't belongs to A. Then we can observe that this set is contained in a bigger set. Okay, if we have an element which is not in B implies this will be not in A. Now let's see next example, next definition. Proper subset. A set B is said to be proper subset of A if every element of B is an element of A, whereas every element of A is not an element of B. If all the elements of B are elements of A, but all the elements of A are not the elements of B, then we can say that B is a proper subset of A. Let's see some remark. If A is a subset of B and A is not equals to B, then A is a proper subset of B and we denote it by A is a subset of B. Let's take some example. If we take A is equals to ABC and B is equals to ABCD. Here all the elements of A are elements of B. So A is contained in B and these are not equal. A is not equals to B. So we can say that A is a proper subset of B. Now question number 3, let A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which of the following statements are correct and why? Here 3, 4 is in curly braces. So this is representing a element, not a set. So first one is 3, 4 is containing in A. Here 3, 4 is representing a element. We know that for element we always use belongs to and doesn't belongs to, and for sets we use contain and not contain. So this is incorrect because this is a element of this set, not a proper set. Second one is 3, 4 belongs to A. Yes, this is correct because this, if we see independent, this is a set, but if we see in this set, this is representing a element. So element belongs to this set. This statement is correct. Now third, 1 belongs to A. Yes, because 1 is an element and for elements we use belongs to. So this statement is also correct. Next one is 1 is contained in A. This is incorrect because for element we can't use contain or subset. We use belongs to. Fifth part is 1, 2, 5. Is 1, 2, 5 contained in A? 1, 2, 5. Yes, this is contained in A. So this statement is also correct. Now next part of question number 3. 1, 2, 5 belongs to A. Here 1, 2, 5 is a set and for set we use subset. Not belongs to or doesn't belongs to. So this statement is incorrect. And next is 1, 2, 3 is contained in A. Here 1, 2 are elements of A, but 3, 4 is a single element. So here 3 is not present in the set A. So this statement is incorrect. Next one is 5 belongs to A. We know that 5 is a empty set. This is representing a set. For set we can't use belongs to. So this statement is again incorrect. Next one is 5 is contained in A. Yes, this is correct because 5 is representing a empty set. So empty set is contained in every set. So this statement is correct. Let's take another one. 5. This is representing a set which contains 5 elements. Here 5 is a element. Okay, this is contained in A? No, this is incorrect. Hope you understood all the concepts. In the next video we will do next questions. Thank you for watching.